Global Nobles, how's it going there, YouTube Nation? So, check this out. A lot of stuff has been going on over the weekend, and definitely HTC did come through when it came to some of their products, not basically all of them. Where a lot of us have been actually waiting on the big announcement whether or not the HTC M9 was going to be worth getting. And to be quite honest, if you're the type of enthusiast who likes to take pictures, selfies, and all that other good stuff, then the phone is definitely going to be beneficial for you. But if you're just a typical day user, like to extreme and all this other good stuff, then you probably might get some advantages and some not so good, as the M9 is basically the beefed up M8. So in my opinion, I'm actually going to wait until HTC decides to revamp the HTC One to a higher broad spec that is actually good, in a sense that they get rid of the black lining that is on the screen, and as well make the screen a little bit more amped and change a little bit more of the specs inside when it comes to RAM and other good stuff. As well as that, I would like to see the integration of the sense that Snapdragon Qualcomm actually came up with. So if you guys got to see the Touch ID or the Sense ID, it would actually be a great integration for that to come on to HTC. As you know, the name Sense 7, it could be Sense ID with Sense 7 or Sense 8 at the time. I guess it would actually be coming onto their next flagship. But that was not only the only good news that came out of HTC, was that they're actually getting involved with Valve and Steam to make the big picture more of a virtual reality, which is pretty great. I wouldn't mind getting the developers edition of the HTC's Oculus type Rift virtual reality headset. And it would be a flagship for both companies, as it would be HTC's first dibs into the virtual reality, as well as Steam's integration of their big picture onto the type of Oculus Rift friendly, headset. So let's see how that actually pans out. I wouldn't get into details as to how much would the developers edition cost, but if anything, there is going to be some articles down below on some links in the description, so do check those out on how I got to know about this. And as well, if you're very much interested in the HTC One M8, I would like to say that all the US carriers did a price drop on each and every single model of the device that's actually out there. So do check the link down below. I do thank International Business Times for the reference on each and every single carrier and how much of a price drop there has been changed on the HTC One M8. So in light of the spec news that the HTC One M9 is going to be available on all US carriers, they decided to go ahead and slash the price on the HTC One M8. So I would actually make a best bet of getting an HTC One M8 if you're not a very big fan of the HTC One M9 specs. So as for me, I'm actually gonna keep my HTC One M7 because it's original and it's the actual phone that made these other ones possible. So as good as I would like to think of it in mind that the HTC One M7 is the one that started it all, I'm actually much appreciative of the phone and what I have with me so far. So I'm going to stick with it until HTC decides to come with something that actually holds at least 4 gigabytes of RAM, and who knows, it could have even double the octa processing cores. So let me know what you guys think on the comment down below. Rate, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of the virtual reality headset. Are you excited as much as I am? I'm actually waiting to get my hands on a pair if I can, or afford if anything. But I will definitely want to play H1Z1 or some other type of Steam game that I can get my hands on with it. But till then, I do thank you guys for watching, and as always, see you soon. Bye.